Hey everyone, welcome back. It is another week in the full deck challenge number 3, which is run by Shana at Shana Art. Our prompt this week is lace, and I have pulled out, hopefully you can see this. Oh, actually, if I do that, can you see that? This stamp has a lovely lace design. So I'm going to be using this as a start today. But I also have an idea. I've pulled out a card from a spare pack. So this is the pack I'm using. And I've pulled out a spare one. And I have something in mind to do with that. So I will see if that works out as I think it might. This is my card from last week where the prompt was window. And the button is my constant item. And I will find something to carry over from this. I'm not quite sure what yet, but that's okay. That's not unusual. So I'm going to start by collaging the background of this card. I'm going to keep that quite plain because what I'm then going to do is to use this stamp and stamp the lace pattern over the background. So do sit back, relax, enjoy and see what unfolds. Right, I started this card yesterday and I got to the point where I just didn't know what to do in terms of incorporating the button, which is my constant item. And so I stopped yesterday and took a break, and I've come back today with a fresh set of eyes. And I've had another rummage in my red button box and I found this square one. Now, my original idea was to incorporate the button on this lace or thread, if you like, but I don't think that's going to work. And so I found this square button, and I think I'm going to put this here to look a bit like a planter box, if you like. I've also pulled out a couple of washi tapes because I don't like the look of this. I think what I should have done was carried the hinge over the entire card and then punched the holes. So this, for me, although it's a pretty card, clashes. So I've pulled out a couple of washi tapes. I have another one as well. Actually, I have another couple here. I've got a grey one. I've also got another red one. So I'm going to have a play with those and cover the inside of this as well. So let's find my strong glue. Now, you know, you can sew buttons on. I've become very lazy in this challenge, and I found that super glue works. I really don't like super glue because I don't like the feel of it if I get it on my fingers, but just occasionally it has its uses. Right, there we go. Now hopefully that just looks like a planter box or something for the rose coming out. Now I'm going to have a fiddle with these and see what we can come up with. My thought is that going to actually hide that quite dark pattern? Let's just put that on the edge of my desk for a minute and we'll take this right out. All right, everybody, so there we are this week. The prompt was lace, and of course we have this little card here, lacing up the front. Like a bodice, isn't it? And then inside, of course, we will open it up and we have a lace pattern on the back there. Now the rose is my carryover from last week, and of course the button down here is my constant item. So I hope that's been fun. Please join me again next Friday for another card in the full deck challenge, and I'm thinking we can't have too many more weeks to go. There must be, I don't know, about 6 to go. So heading towards the end of this year-long challenge. So join me again then, but for now, thank you very much for watching. Ka kite anō.